Hello everyone, it's Lexi J. Welcome back to another episode of the Lexi J Way. I'm super excited that you're here. If you are an OG, go ahead and just smash the like button. And if you are not and you're ready to get to the bag with me, make money online, and figure out how you can diversify your streams of income, then you are in the perfect place. So definitely subscribe to my channel and let me know what you want to see from me going forward. This video today is going to teach you about prop trading firms. If you're not familiar with what that is, that allows you to be able to trade in the foreign exchange market without even having to risk your own money. So if that is something that you're interested in, I will be talking about two of the top prop trading firms, FTMO and Funding Talent. So if that is something that you're interested in, then definitely, if you haven't already, first of all, smash the like button and stay tuned for the rest of this video. First, before I get further into it, I did want to say, if you already know that you want to get started with a prop trading firm, go ahead and click the links down below in the description box. I have the link for FTMO and the link for Funding Talent, which I personally am an affiliate of because I use both of them and I love both of them. They are just a little bit different, which is what I'm going to be using this video to explain. So firstly, if you are not even familiar with what a prop trading firm is, it is a trading platform that allows you to be able to use their money. So it is essentially a firm, like a bank that gives out loans. It is a firm for trading that actually gives out their money to allow you to leverage it in the foreign exchange market, and you're able to get paid a very large percentage of the profits, even if you're not using your own money. The difference is that with Funding Talent, you get paid out a different amount. There are different rules, and with FTMO, there are different rules. So the cool thing is that if you're an indices trader, a crypto trader, you trade regular Forex pairs, you are actually able to trade with both Funding Talent and FTMO. The only difference is that Funding Talent is a little bit cheaper and FTMO is only a few more dollars more expensive, amongst a few other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to explain the qualities of Funding Talent, and then I am going to explain the qualities of FTMO, and then I'm just going to allow you all to make the decision on which one is more suitable for you as a trader, and you can go ahead and make the decision yourself. The cool thing about Funding Talent is that you are allowed to be able to trade immediately by paying for what they call a flex account, which means you are actually able to get access to the funds immediately and trade live, which means that you are able to receive some of your profits. Now, the difference is that when you trade a flex account, you actually get paid less. So with their Flex Classic account, you get paid 10% of your earnings on a bi-weekly basis, and the rest of the money that you are getting contributed is a 5% of the account size that you have that gets contributed to the live account that you will eventually gain access to. Now, when it comes to their challenge accounts, which is the same type of account that you're going to be able to gain access to after you take a challenge, just like with FTMO, Funding Talent has a challenge for their $25,000 accounts and for their $100,000 accounts. Now, I am going to be breaking down the $100,000 account because those are the ones that I personally use. I feel like they give you the most bang for your buck. And on top of that, once you pass the challenge, you get your money refunded to you that you spent on the challenge anyway. So it is a win-win in my opinion. So for the $100,000 challenge with Funding Talent, you only have to make 8% of the value of the account for the first phase of the challenge, and then 4% of the value of the account for the second phase of the challenge. For the first phase of the challenge, you are given 30 days and you are allowed to go a maximum of $5,000 in the negative per day. The maximum that you can lose within the entirety of the trading time frame, if you will, is $10,000 from the balance that they give you. Meaning that you are able to, on a $100,000 account, lose down to $90,000. Now, obviously, the max losses are different on the other account size because you are able to lose a maximum of 5% of the balance of the account on a day-to-day basis and 10% overall on the account on a entire time frame basis. So if you are trading the $100,000 challenge, you have to make $8,000 in the first phase, which you're given 30 days to trade. And in the second phase, so once you have passed the first phase of making $8,000, you're then required to make $4,000 in the second phase of trading, which you are given 60 days to pass. So the cool thing about Funding Talent, which FTMO does not do, is that you are actually not required to trade for a certain number of days in order to pass. Meaning that, yes, you are given 30 days to pass the first phase of the challenge, but if you make $8,000 in one trading week, you are then moved on to phase 2. With FTMO, that is not the case. So let me go ahead and move over to FTMO. When you're trading the $100,000 account size on FTMO, you are actually required to trade up to 10% of the account size as the first profit target and then 5% of the account size as the second profit target. Now the risks are still the same, so you are still allowed to only go $5,000 in the negative per day and $10,000 overall, $10,000 from $100,000, so you're allowed to get stopped out at $90,000. That's when you would fail the challenge, or you would fail the challenge if you've lost more than $5,000 in a day. So the cool thing about Funding Talent is that you only have to make $8,000 during the first phase. FTMO, you have to make $10,000 in the first phase. And then with the second phase, with Funding Talent, you have to make $4,000. And on the second phase with FTMO, you have to make $5,000. So the key differences between the two platforms are, like I just said, you have to only make $8,000 during the first phase of the Funding Talent Challenge, and you have to make $10,000 during the first phase of the FTMO Challenge, and then you have to make $4,000 during the second phase of the Funding Talent Challenge and $5,000 during the second phase of the FTMO Challenge. Another key difference is that with Funding Talent, you can hold trades over the weekend, and with FTMO, you cannot. The third thing is that with FTMO, you can trade with EAs and bots. With Funding Talent, you cannot. It does have to be authentic trades that are taken by you. Now, what you can do is you can copy from one of your own accounts to another of your own accounts, but you cannot trade with EAs and bots. So that is a key difference with FTMO. You can do that. So if you are an EA trader, you do not really trade on your own. You have an algorithm that trades for you that might trade your strategy, then FTMO would be the only option for you when it comes to prop trading firms out of these two options. Another thing and another very large difference is that with Funding Talent, you get paid out 80% profit share to you and 20% goes to Funding Talent, whereas with FTMO, you get paid out 70% to you and 30% goes to FTMO. With FTMO, you also only get paid out once a month, and with Funding Talent, you get paid out on the 1st and the 15th of the month. So those are the key differences between the platforms. Go ahead and use what I have said to make the decision for you as far as which one works the best for you. Weigh out the pros and cons, figure out what works best with your specific trading style, what works best with when you want to be paid out, how much you want to be paid out, what you trade. Another thing is that with Funding Talent, there are no fees or swaps for your trades when you are trading on the Funding Talent server. With FTMO, you are charged fees and swaps. So with Funding Talent, you can trade a 10.0 on a US 30 trade and it's going to be free as far as how much it costs to trade with the platform. If you have made your decision, you know which one you want to use, you're ready to go ahead and get started, definitely click those links down below to get started trading today with a prop firm. And shoot, you can even comment below if you used my link or if you got started with them, or you have any further questions. Go ahead and reach out to me on Instagram at LexiJasmine. If you're having trouble passing your challenge, if you need some help, if you want help with your trading or whatever the case may be, definitely go ahead and reach out to me. And if you're somebody who wants even further help or even further access to me, go ahead and click the link down below in the description box to support me on Patreon and join my team, my family, my group. There are multiple tiers for you to be able to select from with any budget, and you know what I'm saying? Let's become even closer friends. So thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Lexi J Way. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, and I mean, at this point, this far in the video, you are a true supporter. I know you've liked this video, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned for another video.